Yo, what's good, Tristan? So we're gonna check out some more singing reviews. This is a service that I do on my Patreon where you pay a certain amount a month or whatever, and then I review your singing and I tell you how to improve and all that stuff. By the way, I am a vocal coach. Check out my website, youcansinganything.com. I teach singing lessons online every single day through Skype. And again, like I said, the link to my Patreon is in my description, as well as links to my cover channel and to my vlog channel. If you're wondering where the fuck I am all the time, the vlog channel will answer all your questions. But here we go, let's get started. We've got some people here that are from the last video that I did, because I went through that video really fast, and all these people were like, oh my god, you did that too fast. That's offensive to me that you did it so fast. And so I'm gonna do it a lot slower for you people today. Oh shit, I have a bug bite. Big ass bug bite and it looks infected. A lot of the advice that I gave last time was sing louder. So you're probably gonna hear more of that again today, and I'll just elaborate on it further for the people that need to know, like, what is it that I mean specifically about sing louder? That's a very common thing that I say in these reviews, and I'll give you guys some details on how to do that, because y'all were right. I went through it a little bit fast, and maybe some of these things weren't explained as well as they could be. But if you pay attention, don't worry, you're gonna understand. You wanna understand what we're talking about. All right, here we go. Here's the first girl. I remember this girl. People who are already really good, you upset me a little bit, because I just want you to be, you're already really good. You can just be a million times better if you just add some range to your voice. That's all, because this is already perfect. I already know. I already know who this girl is. Take a listen.
But I'll be close behind. I follow you into the dark.
If there's a voice coach out there that says that you have to change something about your voice, they're scamming you. That's a scam. That's 100% scam. That being said, you should change something about your voice. And what I mean is, like, if you need to change anything about your voice as it is now. The only thing that I want from you, girl, is I want you to work on your range and sing higher. Everything that I've heard from you has been at this low range. The emotion is there, the energy is there, the voice is there, the pitch is there, the tone is there, guitar playing is good.
As she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied.
That's it. And then all I'm waiting for is just some high notes in this, and then I would be completely satisfied. There's a lot of people that would be just satisfied with just this. But as a vocal coach, I want to just take you to the next level. Because you're certainly more than capable of it. I just want to hear you. I want to hear you go for something. Maybe pick a song that's more like belty. You could pick something by, like, who are some belty singers? Like Sia? Adele. Adele would be a great choice for you, actually. Try something like that. I just want to see what your voice sounds like. I'm going to be addressing some of the critics today, because critics would say something like, well, how is she supposed to do that? You just do it. You do it, and then you send the video, and then we take it from there, because I can't predict what the problems are gonna be if you decide to take your voice up higher. Let's go to the next one. This is another girl that was in my last video, and my advice for her was to sing louder, and I will go into more detail on what I mean by that.
In a state of mind, I wanna be like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. So picking it up, loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up,
It's not bad.
Picking it up, loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up.
Okay, cool. So what I mean when I say I want you to sing louder, the first thing that I want you to do is try to just sing louder, because that can fix a lot of problems by itself, and it's a very simple thing, and I don't have to go into too much technical detail that might be needless. Sometimes I can sit there and explain something to someone for 20 or 30 minutes with, like, all this technical stuff, and then none of it works, and then I just say sing louder, and then that works. So that's why I just go to that as like a go-to, because it's simple, everyone knows what it means, and it doesn't require a lot of explanation. But when I say to this person sing louder, what I really mean,
well, right now I'm in a state of mind, I wanna be like all the time,
is we need to bring some more chest voice into your voice. You're doing everything, right now I'm in a state of mind. You're doing everything in your head voice, and it's mostly right. It's just that there needs to be some chest voice in there. And by chest voice, I mean your speaking voice. Like, whoa, 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 and not, oh, whoa, whoa, which is more your head voice. So I want to bring a little bit more chest voice in there. So it's like, right now I'm in a state of mind. I wanna, and then on this next note you can switch, I wanna be in like all the time. Something along those lines. That's what I want. I want more chest voice in your range, and typically that means getting a little bit louder. So hopefully that clarifies what it is that I was talking about. I guess if anyone out there is trying to get the Ariana sound, that's important to know is there's a lot of head voice in her singing, but there's also a good deal of chest voice in there to meet it. Otherwise it sounds not belty enough, if that makes sense. The more chest is in your voice, the more belty it sounds. So hopefully that was helpful. And by the way, your voice is good. Everything is set up perfectly. We just need a little bit more chest voice, and trust me, you'd be a lot closer to the sound that you're going for in this particular cover. Okay, next one. Next we got a BTS Jungkook.
Rising up, you're the sun that my life seeks. You revive all my hopes, all of my dreams. I don't know what it is, what I'm feeling. Tell
This
me
isn't
if
bad.
it's so real, am I dreaming? A mirage painted blue, you're in my
So let's say
dream.
this. I would say the only thing that I'm hearing as being an issue, if it's even an issue, is it depends on the voice that you're going for. This is good. There's no problems with this particular tone at all. I have no problems with it. I'm gonna go at this.
Take my hands now. You are the cause of my euphoria.
I'm gonna go at this as if you want to sound like Jungkook, and Jungkook is a little bit more mouthy. You're going, you are. It's more like here, more nasally. You are the cause of my euphoria, or whatever the lyrics are. And Jungkook would be a little bit more in his mouth. You are the cause of my euphoria. Even then, for me, it was a little bit nasally, but he would be more down here. Jungkook sing is like he's got a combination of asthma and he just ran a mile. So he's like, you are the cause of my euphoria. There's lots of breath in there, and it's very, very mouthy. But other than that, like, your tone actually, as it is pretty good. I don't really have any significant issues with it. The only thing I would say is if you're trying to go into more of a Jungkook direction, put it more into your mouth, because that'll get you a bit closer.
Let's give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you the things I didn't.
You kind of remind me of Adam Levine, the Maroon 5 singer, the way that you're approaching
Get
this.
to you. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. It's hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be.
And maybe even a little bit like Owl City, if that makes sense. What I would suggest you do is same thing as the last guy. Try and get a little bit more sound out of your mouth so that you can maybe open up the options of what your voice can do and also give yourself more freedom overall. So like, for example,
To turn up out of the blue.
instead of I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I, something like, you're doing something along those lines. Just trying, I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I, just get it a little bit more mouthy and just practice that. You can practice that by like making like a bub sound. Bub 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 bub, because a buh, there's nothing coming out of your nose when you say buh, 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 buh. It's completely out of your mouth when you go buh. So that's helpful. Let's move on to the next one. If my internet would load.
Now this is my desire. Show me fire. Just want something beautiful to touch me. I know that I'm in reach. I'm down on my knees.
I actually really like this. Sorry, my internet is cutting in and out, but I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, boo. It's hard. This is another example of like, because the only changes that I could make to this would be more stylistic. The only advice that I really have, because it sounds good and it sounds like you're doing something really cool and unique. I guess we can come from a technical perspective in that I hear distortion in your voice, which is like you're purposely adding this grit to it. The only thing that I would say is like, can you sing without that? If you can sing without it and it's a choice to add it and it doesn't feel bad and it feels healthy, then that's all I've got to say. Is if the grit is unintentional and you don't know how to turn it off, that's a problem. If the grit is hurting you in any way, that's a little bit of a problem. But if you can sing clean, I don't got any problems with this. You sound great. I would love to just hear you get a better microphone, get a better video camera, and start doing some YouTube covers. Because you you're already good to go. You're already good to go, bro. And then from there, I mean, once there's more details and I can hear your voice a little bit better with a better microphone and whatever, I can maybe help you with some more stuff. And especially if you tell me what it is that you want to do or change. But that was great.
For all the times I should read on my pay, and all that clothes you're cutting, you say my name. You think you broke my heart over for the next
I really like this.
You think I'm crying for you and lying, and I didn't wanna write a song, 'cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care about.
This is so funny. Why do we have so many people with the same like thing today? I'm not going to repeat myself too much. This sounds great. I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave to the other guys that have had videos in this video, which is just practice sending some of that sound out of your mouth. Just to practice it. You sound great as it is, and this is perfectly fine, and I think that this is a great sound. I love how you sound in this. But just for the sake of like being able of what? Developing your voice or just having options. Practice instead of back, baby, you should know that. Instead of going for that, just get a little bit more here. Baby, you should know that. Just practice it. Just to have it. Because then you have options. Then you can spice it up. You can go back and forth. I don't wanna hold back, baby, you should know that. You can jump between and do some new stuff. Just my suggestion. Let's move on to the next one. I just want to hear you go higher. Your voice can go higher.
Don't be that way.
Billie Eilish. People keep telling me to react to her. I need to.
I just wish you could feel what you say.
Internet.
Never tell, but I know you too well. Kind of mood that you wish you could sow. If teardrops could be watered, there'd be swimming pools filled by models.
I love this. I don't have any issues here. I would give you the same advice that honestly I would give, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Billie Eilish or whatever, that I would give her, which I mean, the little bits that I've heard from her, I mean, if she ever wanted like something, which is just work on some of your high range. I don't know if you have here or not, but work on getting a little bit more power in your upper notes and maybe send a bell to your song so that we can just do something different. But yeah, this is great. There's no real problems with this. If you are trying to also go for more of that Billie, whatever her last name is, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with her yet. That's why I need to react to her. If you're really trying to go for her sound and you're like 100% dead set on her sound, get her a little bit more aggressive with her accent. That like do some like weird vowels and like don't invite it. Do some weird shit and just experiment and make it super artsy and weird, because your voice is good enough that you could do that, you could pull that off, and you would sound just like you're doing something new and cool. If that makes sense, you could totally do that and you'd be perfectly fine. There's a lot of people who I wouldn't advise to do that, because if they don't already sound good and they're doing that experimenting with their vowels, they're just gonna sound really weird. So I don't give this advice to everyone, but if you're trying to go for more of that sound, really play with those vowels and like diphthongs, uninvited. Really, instead of uninvited, uninvited. Play with the words. But anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. If y'all are interested in me reviewing your voice, please check out my Patreon down below. And if I haven't reviewed your singing yet, go ahead and send me a message, or send me a, comment on my Patreon and say, yo, what the fuck? I paid for this shit, you haven't reviewed it. And I'll totally get to it. It's tough because like I said, I had tons of I have like pages and pages of like hundreds of comments, and I think I get to everyone's thing, and some people, their link is broken, and I'm like, send another link, but then I don't know where. Anyway, just send it to me. Tell me I haven't done it, and just post it, and I'll totally do it. All right, peace out, Tristans.